Lisa, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us. You guys are the real MVP. So lovely, so I came across this video on my for you, and I thought to share with you guys where this Asian American woman is calling out the entire POC people to come together. Like, this is a call for everyone. She goes as far as to talk about, so far you are a person of color, you are not safe. This got people reacting, and I was able to put out some of those stitches. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes, lovelies. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
U.S. citizens, natural-born U.S. citizens are now being detained by ICE. These are called collateral arrests. Actually, I have an appointment right now, which I'm going to be late for because I'm so disturbed by what I have read. I read an emergency motion filed in my hometown of Chicago in the Northern District of Illinois in front of a judge that I've been in front of many times, in front of a judge that I've actually talked to outside of the courthouse because we've done some extracurricular work together, and it is so disturbing. I don't even know what to make of it, but what we need to do is we need to talk about what are the things that you can do in order to mitigate the risk that either you or a family member or a friend or a colleague that you care about that, quote, fits the profile of these detainees to either get out of detention as quickly as possible or to avoid being detained altogether. So in Chicago, this man, 54 years old, was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, was walking along the street, minding his own freaking business when he was arrested without a warrant by ICE. He had proof of his U.S. citizenship in his wallet, but they confiscated his wallet, threw him into a white van, and detained him with other detainees for 10 hours. At no point during this 10-hour period did they explain to this man why he was arrested. Eventually, they looked at his wallet, discovered that he was in fact the U.S. citizen that he had been claiming he was for 10 hours, and let him go. When his lawyers contacted ICE to be like, hey, what the heck, he's a U.S. citizen, why did you do this? They are now claiming they have no knowledge of or record of this detention. So do you see what's happening? They are detaining illegally, unconstitutionally U.S. citizens off the street, and then when they realize they've made a mistake, they are claiming they have no knowledge of the detention. So at this point, if you are not a white U.S. citizen, you are at risk. You are at risk of being illegally detained as a collateral arrest. Now, under the law, yes, ICE agents do have the ability to arrest people without warrants, but they are under very specific conditions, which they are obviously not paying attention to or caring about. What are you able to do to mitigate that risk in an environment that clearly has no respect for the law? Number one, you need to be carrying evidence of your U.S. citizenship or your legal residency here in the United States anytime you are out of your house. There are things called passport cards, which are the size of a driver's license. They're much cheaper than a full actual passport, so you don't have to feel uncomfortable about carrying your passport everywhere you go. It's a passport card. You could apply for one. You need to do it in person, but if you can get your hands on one of those and you're a U.S. citizen, you should do that. If you are a green card holder, obviously you should be carrying that around with you everywhere you go. You probably already do that, but in case you don't, that's something you should be doing. Honestly, especially for my immigrant parents who, my dad has the thickest accent ever. You guys know this about my father, okay? I'm so worried about him that I'm actually thinking of like getting him a passport card and fucking making him wear it around his neck. The thing you can do is if you see somebody being arrested, you are in their vicinity. That means you can very quickly become a quote collateral arrest. What you need to do is you need to pull out your phone and do not pull up your camera app. You need to pull up your TikTok live app, your Facebook live app, your Instagram live app, your YouTube live app. It needs to be live, okay? Because they can get your phone and delete that shit. But if it's live, then we all know that the folks of these communities will do their job to protect you. Finally, this is probably the worst part of all of this. If you are non-white and you are not a U.S. citizen, so if you are not white and or you are not a U.S. citizen, in other words, you can be white and not be a U.S. citizen. If you are in either of those categories, then you need to really consider whether this trip you want to take to Cancun or Mexico or even to Europe or Asia or Thailand, is that extremely necessary right now? We are living in an environment where everything's extremely unstable. We have no idea what this administration is going to do in terms of the laws that are coming out of our judges. Those are actually laws. Okay, these court orders are laws. Are they going to follow them? Are they going to continue to flout them? Is somebody going to do something to fix this situation in the near term? We may have to act like this for the next 4 years, but it's also very possible that in the next 3 months, some laws come out, some court order comes out. We start seeing that the Trump administration is willing to respect at least a shred of law. We may not, but we may. But in the meantime, all I'm saying is think twice about that travel, because the minute you have to re-enter the United States, they are going to be asking you for your documents. They're going to be asking you for proof. And the thing about this administration is they often detain first, ask questions later. Okay? So if you do not want to be in that situation, the best thing you can do is to not leave the United States, subjecting you to extra scrutiny. But if you have to travel, or if you really want to take that risk, then make sure you have every I dotted and T crossed. Bring your freaking birth certificate if you need to, if you were born here in the United States. Even if you are a white US citizen, if you know somebody who doesn't fall into that category, who either is the wrong color, is in fact an immigrant, or, has immigrant family members, or even if they're a white US citizen, has the wrong last name, all of those things, these are the clues that ICE is using in order to merit their warrantless arrests. So please share this information with them as well. Which part is fake news? The part about the motion? It's right here. You'll see here. It was filed in my hometown, the United States District Court for the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, which is located at 219 Dearborn. You see here the judge that I mentioned, Judge Rebecca Pallmeyer. She is the chief judge of the Northern District. I've practiced in front of her multiple times. We judged a Martin Luther King speech competition a few years ago. She's lovely and she is smart and she has no patience for BS. You can see here the actual lawsuit, the matter, which here is against the Department of Homeland Security. You may have heard of them. If it's the allegations themselves, as I excerpted in my video, here it is: warrantless arrest without probable cause. And you can see here very clearly that it is a 54-year-old who was born in Chicago, is a U.S. citizen, was walking near the corner of Cermak Road and Harlem Avenue in Berwyn, Illinois, handing out his resume. He's trying to get a job, the thing that you guys always complain they don't do. As he walked out of a Jiffy Lube, he was approached by ICE officers who grabbed and handcuffed him and put him into a van without an opportunity to explain his citizenship. The officers drove Julio and others around for more than an hour before bringing him to an ICE processing center where he remained still handcuffed for several more hours. All the while, Julio had a wallet containing identification that ICE had confiscated. The officers never showed Julio a warrant. They did not ask him any questions to ascertain whether he was a non-citizen or a flight risk. After about 10 hours, ICE officers reviewed the contents of Julio's wallet, realized, oops, he was a U.S. citizen, and released him with no money and no paperwork. Julio reports that he was released with others, presumably others that ICE lacked basis to arrest. I want to point something out here. You see that red underline? That is a declaration. That is a statement made under oath. If it's other parts of the video that I recounted, defendant claims to have no record of events pertaining to Julio's arrest. This is what I'm telling you. They detain, they make a mistake, and then they pretend they have no knowledge of it. Even though the defendants, i.e. the Homeland of Security, was provided a detailed account of it, and even though counsel has contemporaneous text messages, Julio, he's got receipts that he sent to a loved one confirming that he was being arrested by ICE, and separately received text messages about this arrest soon thereafter from his family and immigrant advocates. At a minimum, body camera footage and or security footage from ICE's processing center should have confirmed Julio's presence in ICE's custody on January 31st. Moreover, this unlawful arrest does not appear to have been an isolated mistake. Julio reports that he was released with other people for whom ICE presumably lacked authority to arrest. If it's the fact that I'm an attorney, well, you can Google me. It's right there. First result, she is an American attorney. So this is what they do when they are confronted with actual factual information, and they have no argument. The last leg they have left is to say that all of this factual information is, quote, fake news. This is their version of America first. I don't know where you are from, but where I'm from, lawyers do not make statements without receipts. I've shown you my receipts. Where are yours?
I just want to remind everyone that Fabian Schmitz looked very much white. He looks very much like a white, regular US citizen, okay? While these laws tend to look like they are targeting the Black and brown community, they are not only for the Black and brown community. Very soon you're going to see these laws being used against people of non-color, and it's gonna be too late by then. Do you understand me? Okay, that's all I have to say.
Video context, go watch that. Secondly, you should know that this is part 2 of Enough is Enough. I mostly say that shit for me, so when I type the bitch in, I don't remember what the fuck I said, because I generally don't. I'm 51 years old, and again, for video reference and for context, you should go watch that. And you should understand that everything she says, you should take into consideration and travel cautiously. I'm an American citizen. I'm 51 years old. Since Trump has been in office, I've been racially profiled twice without physically being racially profiled. 2 cops have almost had an accident looking at me to see if I was of Mexican descent. Now, I'm just waiting for the 3rd one, because 3rd time's a charm, and they're probably actually going to get out and try to give me some problems. And I'll say this, as I said this plenty of times before, if I get deported to a country that I am not from because of how I phenotypically present, because I am triracial and racially ambiguous, I am going to sue the dog shit out of Elon Musk and Trump. No. We're not settling. I want stock, bitches. I want money for the rest of my life before the shit that you have caused. See, a lot of people are willing to just settle down. Nah, you just give me $8 million and I'm gonna call it. Now, fuck that shit. No. $8 million isn't going to make up for the embarrassment. It's not going to make up for the time. It's not going to make up for the fact that I'm probably going to lose my job. It's not going to make up for the fact that, yes, the military will still send me $346, but I won't be able to use it because I won't have access to it while I'm locked the fuck up. Now, granted, my bills are going to be paid because I set that shit up through the credit union. Then none of my bills won't be paid. I just won't be able to use the money to survive, eat, buy toilet paper while I'm incarcerated. But I will say this, I won't have that problem when I come home. Because when I come home, my lawyer and we're going to get a lot of money from Trump and Musk. Settling is not an option. I'm talking, I want at least $3 billion. One for the lawyer, one for me. Whatever stock Elon's making, that's just going in my pocket. Because Doge is the one responsible. I also just suggested, if you are Navajo, if you are Lakota, if you are Apache, and ICE tries to remove you from the reservation or anywhere else, that y'all do the same. Break these motherfuckers. Hit them where it hurt. Sue them for their fucking net worth. Because the only way to stop racism is to pocket a racist's money. So yeah, I know you're watching, Musk. I know you're watching. I know you and Trump are both watching. And Vance, that's for you, because you're a punk ass bitch. And you ain't defending us vets. So, I'm just waiting for that 3rd shot. I just want everybody to know, I'm just waiting for that 3rd shot. Because if I get deported, I'm an American citizen. My birth certificate is upstairs. You got to go through an army to get to that birth certificate to destroy it. I don't go anywhere without my CAT card or my driver's license. But I'm an American citizen. And you want to deport me. Oh no. Detaining me for 10 hours? That's a lawsuit. I ain't like these other motherfuckers. I have a degree in police science and criminal justice. Detaining me, okay, cool. But see, I'm an American citizen. So I'm going to flip that shit. I wasn't detained, I was kidnapped. That's right. I was kidnapped. Kidnapping is the forcible removal of someone from somewhere they don't want to go. So I wasn't detained, I was kidnapped. How did he say it? How did Trump say it? I'm going to use his own words against him. The January 6th hostages? Yeah, I was a hostage. I was kidnapped. And y'all are going to pay for it. Not the government, not the citizens of America, that rich motherfucker from South Africa, and that possibly cash broke wannabe soon the Penn spokesperson, the red-headed Cheeto, Felon 47. Oh, I'm gonna make that suit that you got with E.G. and Curl look like a piece of candy. They got caught in your throat. Oh yeah, I want part of Mar-a-Lago. I want what's left of the property that your casinos was on, and I want that donated to the Navajo Nation, since they don't have water rights. Oh, we partying up. We gotta make sure that we understand something. We are partying up. So if I get deported because I'm an American citizen, I know what my face looks like. I know when cops look at me and they don't necessarily see a black man. They might see a black woman sometimes, but that's a whole nother ball game and a ticket that I didn't have to pay for. But that's because the cop was also a racist piece of filth, and I don't know if he lost his job. But it did happen here in Charlottesville. So yeah. There's going to be a lawsuit if J.W. Grey Wolf gets deported. There's going to be a lawsuit. I ain't going to have to work no more. My books will be published. There won't be a problem. There won't be a motherfucking problem. Now that we got all my fucking fun and games out the way, I was deadly serious about everything I just fucking said. I will sue the fucking bricks off their fucking buildings. I will sue the bricks off of every Tesla truck that ever comes off the assembly line, and I'm going to have me some motherfucking stock. I'm also going to have half of Mar-a-Lago. Sorry, Baron. I'm taking your fucking fortune, son. You got to go get a job. Oh, no. My bad. You're 18. You got to sail, soldier. That's what you're going to have to do just to stay afloat. I'm going to make y'all wish this motherfucker was never the president when I get deported. I'm going to take everything. Everything. Because I'm an American citizen. You could say I'm an American citizen 3 times over because I have ancestors who were European American who colonized the citizenship of this place. I'm an American citizen who has black American citizenship who built the goddamn place. And I'm an American citizen who has native. So if anybody belongs here, oh, it's me, baby. It's me. Now, and I got that ran off my chest and out the way. I'm making this suggestion to everyone that's an American citizen that gets deported. Don't sue the government. No, don't sue the government. You'll never get paid. Sue Musk and Trump until they're fucking broke. Make them regret the decisions that they have made on people of color who have decided, hey, you're not American. ICE, get him. Go ahead, ICE. Knock yourself out. Because I'm not even going to sue y'all. But the regulations is going to be changed when I'm done with this fucking lawsuit. I can guarantee you that. You will have to do public registrations and make sure that the people you are arresting are actually illegal or undocumented. But you're gonna get the wrong American citizen. I promise y'all. These people in charge are gonna get the wrong family. And that's when people are gonna finally say, enough is enough. And when that happens, I'm gonna sit back and watch. And if I get deported, we gonna consider me the wrong motherfucker. Because now I ain't taking no goddamn settlement. No. My family is too small for a settlement. We ain't got no money to survive. Especially since I don't have any children. But Musk got, he got 4 kids. Well, you might as well adopt me, fella. Because you can put me in that will. Because that's the only way you gonna get out of this motherfucking shit. I'm getting my money. Period. You took away my fucking American status and freedom? Oh no. I'm getting my money. And Trump? Well, I'm coming for you too, fella. Enough is enough. How many more times do I gotta break into the Eddie Murphy song? Enough is enough. Don't want no more, can't take no more. Oh baby, enough is enough. I don't remember the rest of the words, but you can Google it. Eddie Murphy does have a song, Enough is Enough, and Party All the Time. So you should probably go check those out. He did a whole comedy routine with that song. But anyway, I think he's making fun of Richard
But
Simmons.
seriously,
Doesn't matter.
I actually think that this issue that she's out here complaining about is actually not a new thing for black people. Black people have always been racially profiled. Like they have always, faced this. It is not something new. It's not something that oh my god, what is going to happen? Like they're already used to it. you know but the thing is that it's as if people who have not gone through that process are beginning to see what people that looks like me have been trying to complain. Like, it's as if it's not getting to everyone, every other POC. That is why everyone is calling out for, you know, quote unquote, we need to stick together. We need to like act. We need to like, oh my God. But this is exactly what black people have been complaining. They have been seeing this all their life. They have been racially profiled all their life. It's not a new thing. No, the last I remembered, I think Asian Americans actually voted massively. I don't know, maybe, you know. So everyone is dealing with it right now. Everyone is dealing with what black people have been dealing with. So many people oftentimes talk about how people that looks like me complain a lot. Oh my God, you want to be oppressed a lot. You just want to be oppressed. We all undergo slavery and all of that without even remembering that black people went through what they call chattel slavery that are different to suffering. They say suffering has grade by grade. So you are beginning to see that light or what they have been trying to say, why they have been complaining for a long time. And now, I think everyone really needs to deal with it. Everyone needs to test it, to feel it, what they have been feeling for a long time. The time when people had to actually come together, the time they had to do something before things goes out of hand the way at which it was during the November period. I think 5th of November. That is when you could have used the energy. I'm not disputing the fact that you don't have right to like speak out and say, but the fact remains that people that looks like me are still resting. I think you have to like exclude some people and call out other people who have not been doing the work for a long time. Black people have actually been doing this for a long time. They have been trying to make you people understand that that's what they call they profile them. There is Ray and sis. You know, people were so blinded to the fact that they believe that Ray and sis does not exist just because it's been people who actually experience it at some some set of people. But right now, the renaissance, which so many people actually think that it does not really exist, is just at the front of everyone right now. That is why it's as if people are freaking out. This is the same problem that black people have been complaining about. Sometimes so many people are like, oh my God, why are you so backward? Why are you talking about renaissance? It does not really exist. That is what happened 400 years ago. But it's as if 400 years ago, it's repeating itself right now. It's as if 400 years ago that people actually claim that, oh, those are a long time. Anytime people like me want to like maybe stitch and try to complain about what has been going on, how people have been treated, how people have been discriminated and all of that. People tend to like discredit you and try to tell you that, oh my God, you're just trying to make things up. Oh my God, why do you complain? Why not? People have moved on. If you don't tackle a problem, I don't think that this problem is able to resolve itself. The real is that black people have been complaining is just now on the surface. It's now on the surface. Assuming people recognize that racism existed and try as much as they can to, prevent it, um I think we'll not be in this level. I think people might actually do the right thing. It was because it was just black people that have been, feeling and experiencing all of the discrimination, racial profile, and regencies. What have you? They made a research and they decided like, even if there's two evils, right? The way at which they refer it, it's better to choose the lesser one that might not result or get to this point that everyone is at right now. She is out here complaining about, racial profile and all of that. I don't think that she heard about the segregation. I don't think that she heard about it. You know, this is just a tip of the iceberg compared to what there is about to happen. It's a tip. When you go to somewhere, maybe a bar or somewhere, an office, and they try to tell you that no, you are not supposed to stay here. You are not meant to be here. This is meant for pure white tea. You, because you are colored, this is meant for colored. Oh my goodness. I trust my black people. I trust. I trust them. You know, they are still going to make good out of this. They're still going to succeed out of all of the things that is happening. They have been succeeding, fighting about it, and doing what all human impossible for everyone to feel, accepted. But they were just left behind. They were just left to like, oh, we don't care about you. And now everyone is just running helter skelter. Anyway, lovely listener, just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes, lovely. So guys, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do your girl a huge favor to subscribe to this channel, turn on notification, leave your thought, and I will see you, lovely, when I upload. Give me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave your thought in the comment section of what you think, and I will see you, lovely, when I upload the next one.